Well, hello to all my treasure seekers and fortune finders, and welcome to another Collectibles, Coins, and Pay Dirt. I'm glad you're here joining me today. Before we get this video started, please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. Remember also, visit my eBay store. New stuff every day. You never know what you're gonna find at Collectibles for You 79. Alright guys, so let's get into the video. Let's go ahead and kick it off. We've got something a little different today. We've been doing quite a lot of sports cards opening, and I've still got quite a lot to do. But I don't really want to do a sports opening. I would rather switch it up, and I've had a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've just been putting it off. So today we're going to switch back to some coins. But this isn't just a coin hunt. This is something different. That's right guys, we've got something really cool on the block today. First I want to show you what I've been doing. I have been buying as many BU and OBW rolls, old bank wrap rolls, original bank wrap, as I possibly could find. And when I say I've been buying them, I've been just getting as many as I can when I can. So this represents just a small piece of what I've got. 1972s I checked a few months back. Some beautiful, beautiful green toning. I know it's hard to get that under the camera, but guys, wow. But I had a purpose in buying all these. Now, yes, everybody knows I love varieties. So yeah, I'm getting some that does have a lot of varieties. 61s and 84s and 83s and 94s. And so, I mean, we're getting some newer and older mix. I even got some wheat scents in here, I do believe. But I've been getting a real eclectic mix from shield scents all the way down to wheat scents. And I've been wanting to do a video on searching OBW rolls. Is it worth to search old bank wrap rolls for varieties? Now, sounds great, like a pretty cool video, right? Well, I've been running into a problem trying to get this video started. That's right. I've had a problem with my scope. My scope is just old, although it still works and it still serves the purpose. It's got to where I have to turn the coins to be able to tell die markers, and honestly, when I bought the scope, it was cheap. Now, it's done really great. Look at some of these rolls, guys. I mean, check that out. We've got some real nice stuff. But it was getting to where I couldn't tell die markers or even a lot of minor RPMs. And if you just joined me, this is what our scope was. Now, basically all it is a cheap LCD screen scope from Amazon. And when I say cheap, I think I give less than 40 or 50 bucks for it. So I had to work and flip my coins. I've been wanting to get a new one. I was going to go with a more upgraded, higher quality LCD screen scope, something just like this, but a lot better. Maybe the Tomlov D9 or something like that, something a lot nicer. I researched, and I come up with something different. Now y'all get to see my new scope today. I'm really excited about this. But when I bought this scope, your best bet for being able to correctly identify coins and just have amazing pictures was a Dino light. That was your scope if you wanted. Now there's a lot better scopes and a lot cheaper options on the market for the same quality you'll get out of a Dino light. Now Dino's, for a good one, gets expensive. I will say what I paid for my new one is really expensive, and you'll see why later. So first off, I want to give a cut. When I come back, I'm gonna open, oh, I got something really great, guys. You're gonna love this. a roll of 1960 Denver large dates. But I've already opened this roll. I bought 15 of these rolls, and I just opened one to make sure that they're actually the BU rolls they claim to be. That they were original bank wrapped, and they were. Now, there is some RPMs in these. Is it the main RPMs? No, it's not. It is less common, less known, and some of the lower end RPMs, but there are RPMs in here, and quite a few actually. So I want to show y'all the difference between this scope and what I have to do, and then we'll come back and set up the new scope, and we'll see if it's any better. Now guys, I haven't set this new scope up at all. It's been in the box for 2 months now. So I'm really excited. Y'all get to see it first. We get to witness whether I made a good purchase or not here shortly. But first, I'm going to give a cut, get this open, get everything set up and ready so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about here. And then we'll look at the new one. All right, treasure seekers, I will see you shortly. All right, all my treasure seekers, are y'all ready to start this? So here we go. I didn't open this yet, just so y'all know it is the same roll. And like I said, I bought a few rolls to make sure that it is what I thought it was going to be. When it was, I went back and bought every roll this seller had. Now, do I expect to hit something huge on these? No, really, I don't, guys. But they do have RPMs in it. It was a consistent roll. It had all the earmarks of being a original bank wrap roll. So I went ahead and purchased them all. Whether I hit something big or not, they're fun to go through. And I probably will keep most of these uncirculated. Boy, I am having a problem with getting this unwrapped. Easy way to tell original bank wrap from a rewrap, because that's exactly what this was. It might have looked good, but if you'll see, this doesn't tear and come apart like the bank wrap rolls do. So yeah, it's very easy to have a very deceptive roll where somebody rewraps their rolls, especially in these NF and string, son. No bust. I use a crimper and the rolls look really good. But yet again, I re-rolled this myself. And I'm going to tell everybody, I want y'all to check these coins out first. Look at those beauties. Let me see if I'm just... Let me see. Here we go. Guys, just absolute gorgeous coins. I mean, now I don't search for gradable coins, as far as look for mint state 64s and 65s, but some of these was just absolutely gorgeous. Now, would any of them be gradable? Well, I mean, if one was the small date over large date, yeah, it would be gradable, but only because. So that isn't the case here. But here we go. I'm going to show y'all exactly what I deal with this scope, and then we'll get into the other one. So as y'all can see, I mean, for the most part, it's beautiful. You can't tell, even by playing with your light, what you've got. Now, on some of the worst ones, you can tell die markers. As you can see, we've got the polish lines here under Abe's. Then we got polish lines, but some of them get really, it's just, so what you have to do is flip the coin, and then just adjust. As you can see, I picked up one, as we see right here. I've got splits in the serifs on these. So first one we picked up is definitely an RPM. I really hope y'all can see that right there. Oh, here I was trying to zoom in for you. As y'all can see, we've got splits on this Seraph. So first thing out, RPM. But you can't tell without flip and move and flip and move. As you can see, we got split on the bottom Seraph. So after you do that, then it's a job hunting for all the dye markers. And I just want something with a lot more clarity, where we're not getting the shadows, where we're getting a more even, consistent picture of the coin. And I tell everybody, you're only going to be as good as your scope allows you to be. So if you're constantly fooling with your scope and spending an hour trying to verify one minor variety, it gets old quick and your eyes wear down. So, I mean, that's exactly what I've been dealing with this scope, and there's not much you can do. I can go in closer and get a little better picture on it. Show you here. But see, you still got the shadows. It's still just too dark. Now we can turn the coin a little bit and get it to come in just a touch better. But I want something that I can see with ease and clarity. And like I said, used to, if you wanted a good scope that done the purpose with ease and clarity, it was going to be a Dino Light. That's not the case. Yet again, I was going to buy another LCD screen just like this, quick, convenient, easy, just for the ease of it. But I've been on quite a few coin groups for a while, and I saw a scope that absolutely blew my mind. Yep, here we go. I'm going to do it. So this scope blew my mind. Yet again, it's from Amazon. But it's more like a professional. And I don't have to have, yeah, y'all see my Allen and Ginter from the back. I don't have to have a computer, because until a few weeks ago, I didn't have a computer. What we have here is a Hayer. And I'm going to break it out piece by piece and let everybody see exactly what this is. Now, I'll put it together off camera because this thing is already exponentially heavy. But it's a Hayer. There's a lot of lines to this, and you'll see exactly what I mean. But let me start breaking some of this out piece by piece so y'all can see the quality we've got. First off, I don't know how I can miss anything with that. Look here, guys. An 8-inch LCD monitor, full color, and I do believe that we're all the way, and it also has a VGA input, AV input, BNC input, HDMI input, monitor. It's an aerial FPV, microscopes, vehicles, photography, and I believe that this had a resolution up to 720 on it. Let's see. 8-inch. So, I'm just going to go with, we're right around 720. All right, here we go. We're up to a, oh wow. So there's your specs on the inputs. High quality 8-inch TFT LCD 1024 by 768 high resolution. So yeah, a 780, 740, whatever. I mean, that's really, really great. I'm really happy with that coming from a 4 megapixel LCD screen. This is full color. Awesome. That's just the monitor. And I was going to get it with a 10-inch. Yeah. This is just one of our stands here. Good thick metal stand. It's not plastic. And there's a good, it's really good that it's not. Now, the one big thing I've heard a complaint about these is that once you get it built, the base isn't stable and it's a honker. This is a huge microscope. Oh, here's one of our tubes. And this thing here alone, guys, is so heavy. I'm really not used to this. Full metal. Check it out. I mean, that is a monster. If we can't see with this thing, I'm gonna tell everybody we won't see with nothing. And if I'm not mistaken, I've got two of these for different ranges. So here's one of them. And the one big concern I have is that I'm not going to be able to have my microscope here and my coins here. I may have to figure out a different platform. Oh, here is the main body to the rest of our scope, guys. Hayer Professional Industrial Microscope. There it is. There you go. Here is everything, and guys, I'm not going to bore y'all with all this. I am going to shut down and get all this put together. This is a lot of wires and a lot of building, and could take me quite some time. So I'm going to shut this down, but here's everything. You'll get to see it all built when you come back. All right, we will see you back here shortly, treasure seekers. All right, treasure seekers and fortune finders, I am back, and what a funny story I had. I'm looking at these, and I'm looking, and I can see the splits, just not as well as I thought I'd be able to see it through this scope. And I can't figure it out. I set all the settings. I went through and done all the gamma tests. I played and I played and I played. And I didn't even notice that I had my overhead light pointed directly down on top of my microscope, which was allowing light to come through and oversaturating my coins. Yeah, I feel like a fool now. So after I'd already re-rolled them, yep, I re-rolled them, and started going through other coins, did I realize what I'd done, the mistake I'd made. Got it fixed now. I'm not opening these back up, but I can guarantee, man, this scope is just so amazing. Now, if y'all see, this is a biggin. It is not no little joker. 8-inch monitor, full color. It is 1080, full HD. 30 frames per second, it can run up to a 240. So it can be 2K at 30 frames per second, 1080 at 60 frames per second. The HDMI out is 1080 at 60 frames per second. The camera is 34 megapixel. Wow. So it is a beast. Now there's a few things I don't like. The cord's running everywhere. You've got 1, 2, 3 plugs. A cord running from your monitor to your eye, and then one running. So I'm not a big fan of the cords, but most everything else I really love about this. All of it's really sturdy build. And you know what? Enough. Let's just break into it. Let's show you what this thing will do. Another problem I have is the buttons. Even on the scope is kindly flimsy. They might cause me a problem down the road, but it's all right because I took the extra insurance on it. Here we go. We're going to start off with a 2009 DDR, WDDR number 54. Let's see what it looks like. And just slightly adjust. And there we go. You can see the extra thumb right there. No turning, no spinning, no joking, no moving. Look at the quality on that, guys. And now I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I might have to actually. There you go. Now you can see the outline of it. And I might even be able to turn it down a little more and catch just a little more off of it. It's not one of the big ones, it's more one of the minors. Reset. There we go. Right here, minor doubling. But look at how pretty that is. I mean, that's just absolutely gorgeous. So let's go on to a 2015 double diverse WDDO number 14. And we're definitely gonna have to go back up with the. There we go. But see how clear this comes through? Now you'll get to see a little bit later. Boy, it picks up everything. I've always had a problem with proofs. My other scope, I could not do proofs. I couldn't even really check them. So here we go with a 1959 proof. Look at how clear that is, guys. That's just absolutely gorgeous. I should have no problems whatsoever now. Distinguishing. And a lot of that is I've actually got some color going around the edge of that. Let's check an RPM. Here we have a 1952 D over D West, RPM number 2. If we turn the coin here, you can see the actual extra bar. Then we've got the splits and the serifs at the top. And remember, now these are being done through coin holders. There we go. Next to 1953 S. Look at that. Ain't that pretty, guys? No mistaking whatsoever what that is. And yet again, I'll show you some more of the coin just so you get an idea of. But I believe I'm gonna really enjoy this. Really easy to make the definition out on the eyeballs. Some of the reverse is horrible on this one. That's why it's in my personal collection. Here we go with a 1934D RPM number 5. Yet again, if you can see the bar there on the left side, more splits in the top of the serif. This is another West RPM mint mark. And if y'all see, look right here in the bottom of the 4. I would have never caught that before. Look right here. You can still see, even as worn as it is, some of the polish lines. And this coin is worn, guys. So to still see some of the original die markers on this, absolutely, it just thrills me. Got a few more. Here we go, a 1956 FS501 RPM. Very easily to pick out. And this coin actually is a lot better condition. You can still see a lot of the die markers on it. Even with this, I mean, it's just beautiful. Look at the die markers running. That is just too cool, guys. Before, it was hard for me to pick up the die markers whatsoever. Die chip, die chip. I love this scope. Here we go. We got another FS502 this time. A 1944. And watch, it's hard to tell until we zoom in close. Then you can start seeing it. Oh, wait a minute. I might want to get the mint mark down in y'all's area, huh? There we go. Then you can start seeing the extra mint mark. So we'll zoom back out. There we go. Yeah, I love this thing. (1954S) and S over S North RPM number 4. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty if I can hold it still. There we go. Unmistakable. Now here we've got a new coin to show you how it looks on a shiny. Look at that. Same coin, RPM number 4, but look at the die markers, guys. And you can really see them come up when you lower that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at, oh, goodness. Look under the chin. That is just too cool. No resetting. I always had a tough time seeing "We Trust," "In God We Trust" across the top. This spreads a nice, good, perfect, even light. Got some major die markers running north to south here on the Liberty, and then we've got some that cut across right there. You can see this one that cuts from the B down. I do believe that is one of the markers that actually distinguishes this variety. But just really, really heavy polish lines. Really heavy polish lines. We can crank her up and you still see all of the die polish lines. Now they're a little tougher to see, and then you're oversaturating. But this has an adjustment to adjust for oversaturation, so we're not getting the bad shadows like a lot of other scopes will. As you can see, we're getting some slight shadowing. But it has a filter that will actually adjust light for oversaturation. I love it. I love it. Now guys, that's what we got. That is the Hayer. I will leave all the specifications to this microscope and where to get it, all the costs, and all in the description tab. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I've rambled on a little bit, but I've enjoyed myself. So guys, until the next adventure, may your pans be full, your smiles be golden, and your clouds be silver lined.